1.7 litre turbo diesel engine, 103 kilowatts, 350 newton meters of torque. It's a pretty serious amount of torque. But is it good enough to beat a Mazda BT50, whatever the base work model ute is, off the line? Because that guy just cut me off. So normally, generally speaking, I would say in this particular car with this particular engine, don't race anything. Don't even race the weather. Don't race the sun coming up, because it's not really that fast off the line. Might be better than a BT250 though. BT50. Oh, look at me go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, baby. Eat my carcinogenic dust. So, that brings us to the point about diesel and how much I love it, because I don't. Is that guy a diesel? No, it's petrol, damn it, it flogged me. I haven't had to put any fuel in this car. Wait for it. Go. Oh, the Lance is onto me. I've got the Mazda 3 on the other side. Oh, is that a taxi pull in front of me? You change lanes. Damn straight. Get out of the way. Oh, I don't think that Mazda 3 knew it was in a race. I wasn't really racing. I was just flooring it because I knew even at flat speed I wouldn't exceed the speed limit, and I still haven't, because the speed limit here is 90 and I'm doing 85. Which brings me to what I do and don't like about diesels. Fuel economy is fantastic. As I nearly said, I've done 936 kilometers on this tank, and I've still got a quarter of a tank, or a bit less than a quarter of a tank left, which is pretty impressive, especially since I've been testing the limits of the 1.7 turbo diesel and having a bit of a play with the dual clutch 7-speed transmission. So what I don't like, aside from the awesome economy, what I don't like about the diesels is refueling them, which I haven't had to do, so I can't really complain about it. But if I did, have no fear, because factory provided Hyundai protect your hands while you're refueling stinky diesel cars latex gloves are available for your use. Overall, fantastic product, really. If you don't like driving, you'll probably still like this. You may get moderately annoyed by its sort of creeping in traffic and the non-linear application of brake pedal feel, just when you're doing, normal crawling stuff. Otherwise, aside from that, I don't think you'll find much to fault with this car until you start trying to drive it like a car that it's not, e.g. a sport wagon. It's not a sport wagon, just a regular old wagon. There's enough room for your mum and dad in the back. They've got big doors with plenty of room to get in, and lots of leg room and feet room as well. So what about price? Well, you're looking at about 36 grand for this bottom of the line version. What sort of competition have you got? Well, basically you've got a whole bunch of SUVs in that roundabout price range, in that sort of 33 to 40. There's a million of them. Other competition to provide wagons, you're probably struggling unless you look at something like a Forester or a Liberty wagon. In that case, you're probably looking a little bit higher up in the price bracket, around the sort of 40 mark, to get anything decent. You've got the Holden Cruise wagon, which only comes with 1.8 litre petrol now, so unless you have some sort of complete disregard for speed, then I probably wouldn't really look at the Holden Cruise wagon at the moment, although the CDX is quite a nice version if you just want to sort of toddle around town and stuff. I do like them because they have fairly good accommodation, but they don't sound as nice as this on the inside. They don't feel as nice, and the Cruise is probably a little bit narrower than what this is. Yeah, no, No. Oh, Mondeo. You can have a look at a Mondeo, but they don't have as good room. You sit in one of those and have a look at the headroom. They're really quite ordinary. Good in the second row, front row, no. And the side, the headroom on the side here is really, really low. It's quite awkward. I sat in one hoping to be excited because you can get the rather excellent EcoBoost 2-litre turbo in the Mondeo wagon, but unfortunately the accommodation just isn't up to snuff, and I found the interior to be rather snooze-worthy. It's got a nice big touchscreen and everything in it, but I don't know, they've made it really not even conservative. What's more boring than conservative? Well, no, that's not true. It's not boring either. I better go and get a thesaurus. I'll work on that one.